Hello, everyone. How are you this evening? I hope you're doing good because it's a good day, a very good day. And the topic tonight is blessing in the release. It's gonna be good. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good because I experienced this, so it's gonna be good for you. I promise you that. Let me just invite a couple of people in right quick. Let's see. Give me just a second. Okay. All right. How are you guys tonight? I'm Latanza. I am a financial coach helping you to come out of the bondage of debt and lack. We don't want that no more. And I give you strategies to maintain your freedom, your financial freedom, and to meet your goals that you desire to meet. We all have goals financially, health. Sometimes we want to lose 5, 10 pounds. Like me, I want to get toned up. So we all have goals in a lot of areas. But my main thing is financial. I as I told you, I love health in 3 areas, and that is spiritual, your body, your health, and your finances. So those 3 areas are the 3 areas that I concentrate on for me and for you, that I strategize with you for. And when I meet with you, I make sure you're healthy and you're strong. And if not, we're going to get there. So, it's a process, and that process with me, we will get there, believe me. But tonight we're going to talk about the blessing and the release. How many of you know that if you hold on to something, can't nothing else get in there? So, like, if you hold on to unforgiveness is something that, forgiveness is something that's hard to do a lot of times because, somebody has hurt us, somebody has done something to us, and we hold on to that. And for some reason, we probably think that we're hurting them, but in the true fact of the matter, it's hurting us. And we have to release, not for them but for us, because we're losing out on our blessing, we're losing out on our next level, we're losing out on that because we decide to hold on to something that somebody else did to us. And we can't do that. Yes, they hurt us, yes, they did wrong. Believe me, I know. I am the one that really knows. But I'm also the one that really knows that when you forgive, truly forgive and release, those blessings will flow. Believe me, God has done it too many times for me to sit up here and say, I think so. No, I know so. Another a thing that you need to let go of is pain. Pain and hurt. Oh my goodness. I know about those two also, and of course, pain and hurt that can go along with unforgiveness. But sometimes that pain is caused by us ourselves. Sometimes that pain is caused by somebody else. Sometimes that pain is triggered by a memory of something. Pain. We have to let that pain go because we can't dwell on yesterdays. We can't dwell on the past. And so we have to move forward. We can't dwell on things that have happened to us. Yes, I always tell people I would never ever, water down anything that anybody's been through. Believe me, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. So I would never water down anything that anyone's been through, but I can tell you that you're gonna get through it. And when I tell you that when you get through it, you are gonna feel like a new person because I know I did. Another thing is you need to release people. Releasing those people. And it's all going to come back to finances. It's all going to, because, I love talking about finances. But before we can, to move on to where you want to go to, before you can get to that goal that you need to get to, we need to kind of renew the mind, get that mindset going, get that heart issue dealt with. Those two things we need to deal with first. You need to release people. There are some people, even in your life now, that shouldn't be. That you know that you are supposed to, it could be people that are negative, always telling you what you can't do, always telling you, that you don't need to do that or whatever. And have you ever, let me ask you this, have you ever been around somebody and you hate to see them coming? Or you look at your phone and you know all they're going to talk about is somebody else or tell you all this negative stuff and you just don't want to answer the phone? Those are people you need to just release. Just release them and let them go. Whoever you know that you're supposed to release and let go, let them go. Release it. It's part of obedience. Release it and release them and let them go. Disappointments is another thing you need to let go. Let go and release disappointments. We've all been disappointed at some time in our lives. We've all had disappointments. Somebody might have told us something that, they didn't follow up on. We're all human. So it might have been, a valid reason. And if it wasn't a valid reason, we need to let it go. Yes, you were disappointed that this thing didn't happen. Yes, you were disappointed that that didn't happen, but let it go. Just let it go. And another area is choices. Choices. We've all made some bad choices. Financially, we've made some bad choices financially. We might have spent a little bit too much. We might have, went overboard on Christmas. We might have, just been frivolous with our money, just wasteful with our money. But you can't hold on to that either. You have to release that and let that go. Release bad choices. Yes, you did it, but don't hold on to it. Don't beat yourself upside the head. That's the worst thing you can do is beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. So I'm going to tell you a story concerning myself because I don't get mad at myself and I learn from things that have happened to me, and it's part of growth. It's part of your growing process because failure, people are so scared to fail, but let me tell you something. Failure is part of succeeding. You might not get it right the first time. You might not get it right the 10th time. You might not get it right the 100th time. But you will get it right if you don't quit. That's the finalization right there, is quitting. Don't quit. Okay? Just don't quit. So with me, I had a bad report. And it kind of, I'm human. So it kind of stunned me at first. And, I'm like, oh God, again, that kind of thing. And so, but I had to tell God, I said, God, you know what? I released this. I let this go because I can't do anything about it. It happened. I can't do anything about it. And so I let it go. Not even maybe a couple hours later, I received a text message. I received an email, and God made up for all of it. And it was blessing on blessing on blessing on blessing because I chose to release it. I released it and let it go because in your release is increase. Remember that. I want you to write that down. If you're watching on the replay, on the bottom, I want you to write down there replay so that I can get with you, so that I can just say hi to you. And if you come on, just like and share this video for someone that it's somebody else that needs to see this because they need to release and let go so that they can finally see themselves the way that they should see themselves, okay? So, in your release is increase. Release, increase. Release, increase. Release, increase. Who doesn't want to not release when you know that there's something good on the other side? Come on now. I know that there's something good on the other side because I'm experiencing it. I have experienced it in the past. I'm experiencing it now, and I know that I will continue to experience it. Why? Because I have made a choice. Because I have done what Romans 12:2 says, and that's to renew the mind. It's because I have chosen to release people and to remove them from my heart so that I won't have unforgiveness in my heart. I don't have that root of bitterness anymore. I don't have that root of unforgiveness anymore, but I have that root of love. I have that root of letting it go. Just let it go, because if you can't do nothing about it, you can't do nothing about it. If it's done, it's done. But the thing that you can change, the thing that you can do something about is now. Okay? You can do something about it now. So we're going to release and let it go. Release and let it go. If you hold on to anything, no matter what it is, no matter if it's something against yourself, no matter if it's something against someone else, let it go. Let it go. If you need to let someone go, let them go. Don't hold on to something that you know you shouldn't hold on to. Don't do that. That's like holding on to poison. Who would hold on to poison? I wouldn't. I don't even touch poison ivy because you just break out. You just break out itch. No, I don't want all that. Release and let it go. You don't want poison, but sometimes we allow poison to come into our system of our inner man because we refuse to let things go, because that root of bitterness gets in there, and then it starts to contaminate us. It'll contaminate us. You know, sometimes we can see little trinkles of things that happen in our life, but holding on to things, not wanting to release them, it's kind of like I can't stand to see hair in the sink or hair on the floor. I just don't like it. But if you have gunks of hair in your sink and you're trying to get water to flow through, it won't, will it? The water will start rising instead of keep going down, because you have something that's holding it, something that's keeping it from flowing the way it should flow. Some of that water will seep through, but it's going to take a longer time than when you had the hair out, and that way it can just flow. It can just flow. The same thing with holding on to things. The same thing with not releasing things. You're stopping it up, and the blessings can't flow the way they should flow because you're stopping it up. But once you get all that gunk out, unforgiveness, bitterness, strife, I'm mad at myself, I did this, I did that, why did I do that, why did I marry him? When you get all of this out, the blessings just flow. They just flow. They just flow. They just flow. You'll be like, oh my God. And the Bible talks about bumper crops. Bumper crops. Who wants some bumper crops? That's when God just blesses you, one blessing after the other. Blessing after the other. Your harvest is here. Bumper crops is here. Bumper crops. I love getting riding the bumper cars. I don't like getting hit a whole lot by some people, because they hit hard, but that's all right. I get them back. But bumper crops, how them cars just bump one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Bumper crops. God said He want to give you some bumper crops, but you got to release and let go. You got to release and let go. You can't hold on to things. You can't hold on to people. You can't let gunk stay in your heart. You can't do that. And yes, we want our financial blessings. We want our financial prosperity and abundance. We want to have our credit right. We want all this. But first, let's get this right. Let's get our mind renewed. Let's get our heart right so that we can receive the things that God wants us to receive. So that, I love working with people for their credit. I love working with people and seeing their credit rise, their score rise. I love strategizing with people and watching their budget where they didn't have a budget, where they didn't really have a system, and now they have a system, now they have a budget, and now they're seeing where their money is actually going and that they can actually save money. Because if you don't have anything in place, how do you know where it's going? That's a whole nother video. But tracking your money. But anyway, tonight we're talking about releasing and letting go. But it all ties into your money. It really, really does. Because have you ever seen someone that has a lot of money and they're not happy? You know, people be like, oh, if I just had it, I just had $1 million. If I just had this. But if you don't have this right, Pride is another thing that you need to release and let go. Because if you just want things so that people can see you, that's part of a heart issue too. That's not a good thing either. Oh, if I get this, they gonna see me ride. Oh, if I get that house. Oh, if I get that car. Oh, if I get this. If I had this amount of money. Because you want to be here looking down on someone. But if your heart is right, you'll be here doing this, raising somebody up to come with you instead of trying to look down on them. It's a difference. It's a difference between you helping or laughing at somebody. Because if you're doing this, looking down at somebody, guess what? You see how this hand is? Yeah, you can go back down there. So your heart needs to be right, not prideful, not arrogant. The Bible talks about how you shouldn't be prideful and arrogant and inflated with pride. You shouldn't be like that. God wants you to have a heart of love. He wants you to be attracting, not distracting. I don't want to be around distractions. I don't want to be around people that will distract me. I don't want to be around people that think they're up here and that everybody else is down here. I don't want to be around those people, because with me, I want to go to levels, but I'm taking people with me. That's why I have webinars. That's why I have seminars. That's why I have workshops. That's why I'm having a network luncheon in January. That's why I'm doing all this. Because I want to take you with me. I'm not looking down on anybody. No. Because I got this right and this right. And it takes more than a day. It's every day. It's an everyday process. I have things on my wall, like right here. I have things on my wall. All of this. I have things on my wall. I write down things. I have a board that I remind myself of affirmations, who I am. Because it's a daily thing, because we have fights in our minds. It's called thoughts. We have fights in our mind called thoughts. So I want you to release and let go of whatever it is that you need to release and let go of. Because God is so much greater than any. Hi, Charlene. I love you. God is so much greater than anything that we could ever try to hold on to. Because when we release it, God said, okay, here I come. Here. He just started pouring things. He just started pouring things. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you anything that I've read about. I'm not telling you anything that I've heard about. I'm telling you things that I have lived through. I'm telling you things that I know. When I talk about, how I want to help people with their credit and how, that because I'm a coach, I'm a educator, and I love this is things I love to do. I don't just tell you about it. I do it. I've done it. I've gone from a 540 to a 740. I did that. not because of me, but because of the wisdom that God gave me. That's how I did it. And that's how I want to help you. And that's why I'm helping you tonight, because tonight, that's what I'm doing for you, is so you can release and let go. Release and let go, because don't hold on to anything. You don't want anything to stop up your blessings. Nothing. And it's just not financial. It's just not financial. You know, we're going to get our finances right. We're going to maintain a budget. We're going to maintain all of that. I'm going to give you strategies. I'm going to give you the information that you need. I'm going to work with you for every area in finances. I'm going to work with you. And it's working for me. Believe me, it's working for me. Like I told you about the envelope system. I want y'all to get it. Who has started the envelope system? Tell me, who has started the envelope system? Because it works. It really does work. I've been doing it. You do it. And that's another thing. Sometimes we need to release old way of thinking. We need to release old way of thinking. We need to release how Mama and them did it, how Pookie and them did it. We need to release all that, because it really didn't work for them. If it did, it should be working for you. We need to get to the point where, because some people think they know it all. I've talked to people and they kind of brushed me off saying, I already know that. I already know that. I already do that. Already. They already. But there's not too much working in their life though. You know, we can take all the pictures on social media. We can look a certain way. We can take a picture, buy a car that's way expensive, and pretend like it's ours, or that it is ours. But most of the people that do that are wondering how they're going to pay for that car. It's not a bad thing to get assistance from someone that can assist you. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Because, you know, with me, after I released and let go a whole lot of old way of thinking that I used to have about a lot of things, it has like opened the door to so much knowledge and wisdom that God has helped me to gain through his word and through people that he's put in my life. I thank God for my coaches. I thank God for them, because they have taken out their time. They have, imparted into me their wisdom. And now I'm imparting it into you as your coach, as your mentor, as your educator, because that's my desire. That is my desire. And I pray that you got something out of tonight. And I do want to give you a bonus tonight. You know, I like giving bonuses. So I want to give you a bonus. And I want you, it's an assignment for you. I want you to do this for me. I want you to think of three areas that are very important to you. Three areas that are so important to you. It could be, I'm not going to tell you which three areas are important to you, but what three areas are important to you in your finances. You know, for some people, it's to get their credit score up. For some people, it could be to get a budget. For some people, it's to help them in their business. For some people, whatever it is, write down the three areas that you desire to see something working in. Write down those three things. And after you write them down, let me know what they are. And we'll go from there. But I am Latanza, your financial educator, your coach, and I enjoy what I do. I enjoy seeing people have their goals met. Did you do your goals today? That's another thing. Did you do your goals today? Have daily goals. If you don't have a goal, you have nothing to look for. You're just going through your day. You're just going through life. Don't just go through life. Have goals set. Set some goals. Set some goals. Set your goals. I can't stress that enough. Stress your goals. Have goals. Be strategic in your day. You know, if you're working a job, have some goals. You know, what you're going to do when you get to your job. Um, if you own your own business, have some goals. What are you going to do today to get that business to the next level? What are you doing to get that business to the next level? I can help you with that. If you have a business or desire to be in business, write it down in the comment. That's me. Write down in the comment, that's me. If you desire to be in business or you have a business and you want to see that thing go higher, you want to see it go higher, write down that's me and down there. But I have enjoyed tonight. I enjoy every time I come on and be with you guys. You are such a blessing. I thank you for coming on. I thank you for all your support that you have given me. And I look forward to the next live. And I will have things coming up that are going to be announced to you toward the end of the month. And I'm excited about where it's going. I'm excited about everything that's about to come for the business. And you're going to benefit from it. And it's just going to be awesome. You have a fantastic, blessed night. God bless you.